In this video, I'll be going through how you can update your product expiration dates in Amazon Vendor Central. For those of you who are new here, my name is Benjamin Bolshinsky. I used to work at Amazon in the vendor management team in the consumables category for almost 3 years, and now I run a company called Vendor Launch where we work with Amazon vendors to increase their purchase orders. And so without further ado, making sure that your products are set up correctly as far as expiration dates are concerned is really important. And the reason why it is important is because getting expiration set up wrong can lead to a lot of lost sales and a lot of other issues, such as customers getting expired products, which aside from that being bad for the customer, can also lead to product suppressions, poor reviews, product returns, which all lead to poor sales. Amazon may sometimes not be able to actually receive your purchase orders if the product is not set up correctly as far as expiration dates are concerned. Products become unsellable overstock, in which case they may have to clear or liquidate the product, and if that happens, then more likely than not, Amazon will come after you for funding or compensation, so you might also kind of lose money that way, drop in profitability margin, which again, Amazon will most likely ask for compensation for. And so this is why it's really important that you have the product expiration dates set up correctly, particularly for any kind of consumable, consumer packaged good product. And so to recap, there's essentially two types of expiry products. So number one, products which have best before dates. So things like confectionery, snacks, chocolates, packaged food, really. And then there are products which do not have best before dates, but they still do expire. So things like cosmetics, skincare, batteries, personal care, no best before date listed on the item, but the product still degrades in quality over time. Both of these are covered by kind of this video. And so there's a decision tree here that it's important to understand when you set up expiration dates or set up your products with regards to their expiration dates. So first question you have to ask is, does the product actually expire? If the product does not expire, then we go to the right here, and in Vendor Central you can update the expiration dated product as false, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But an example of these types of products are, toothbrushes, pet beds I've got here. So essentially products which just don't expire or degrade over time. Pretty straightforward, just put no. Now, if there is an expiration date product, you would put true as expiration dated product in Vendor Central. And then you will then go to question number 2. How is the best before date found? So within this, you've got two options. Either there is a best before date which is printed on the packaging, which is great. That's what Amazon will use, and that's what they will take note of when they receive your product in their fulfillment center. Or if there is no best before date that's found on the product packaging, then Amazon will estimate it based on the data that you've added in the Vendor Central catalog, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But if we go to that first option in where there is a best before date, so this is things like, you can see category product type category B, so food, drinks, things that people will ingest, consume, where it's important that this information is correct. And then product type category C is things which don't expire in the sense they don't have a best before date, but they do still degrade over time. So nappies, batteries, things like that. That's where Amazon will have to estimate it, because their warehouse will not scan in, will not take note of an expiration date when they actually receive the product. So those are the 3 types of product categories and the 3 different ways that you'll have to update Vendor Central depending on the product category that you're looking at. And so, how do you actually do this? So log into Vendor Central in your catalog. Log into Vendor Central, then go to the menu, click on your catalog, and then click on edit listing for the relevant product that you want to edit the expiration date for. Then you want to go to the product details section on the top menu. It's the first section that will come up, and you want to scroll down to this section here. So you can see the first question is the product expirable? Put yes or no. So if we go back to our decision tree, then is the product expirable? Yes, yes, no, no. So you know, look up which of your products, which product type your product matches. If it's a food, you can put yes. If it's a thing like toothbrush, put no. And so for this particular example, we will go through a grocery product, which is the one that we most often deal with. So the next question is the product expiration type. So in most cases, if you have a grocery product, it will be expiration on package, which is what's currently selected in this example here. Again, pretty self-explanatory. If the expiration date is on the package, put expiration on package. Click on the drop down. If the product does not have an expiration on package, so you're looking at product category type C, then this is where you would put either shelf life or expiration date, whatever the relevant drop down menu is. But again, for product type category B, which is grocery foods that people ingest, it will most likely be expiration on package. And that's for grocery products, that's what you should do, because when Amazon receive the product in their warehouse, they will take note of the expiration date. That's actually the best before date that's printed on the package, and I believe it's 180 days below which they will not receive that product. So if as long as there's 180 days, then they should receive your product in their warehouse. But if the product is product type C, where they will have to estimate it because it's not printed on the packaging, then that's where the next section is really important. This fulfillment center shelf life. They will use this to estimate the number of days that they can keep it in their warehouse before they ship the product to customers. So that's what you would have to fill in. But again, for grocery products, it's usually the date that's printed on the packaging. But if, as I mentioned, if the product does not have a best before date, then the best before date will be, in this case, about 300 days. So Amazon will estimate it. They will take what we've put here, 275. They will add a buffer, and that will be the so-called estimated best before date. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions about expiration date or consumable products in general, consumer packaged goods, as they are on Amazon Vendor Central, then please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, hope you have a great day. If you want to work with my team and I for us to do all of this for you, then please book a call using the link in the description. Otherwise, have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.